Hello and welcome to Parallax, where we look at life from how we work. Joining us today is Mark Melonas. He is the proprietor and chief technician for LukeWorks. They're a furniture building company in Baltimore. Mark, welcome to the show.
Hi, David.
Tell me a little bit about what a typical day looks like for you.
Each day's a little different, but we're always making something. We've got 3 guys in the shop actively, and then I support them. So we could have a day where we're batching, several hundred pounds of concrete material and casting, a day where the cabinet maker is running tools all morning and assembling cabinets in the afternoon, or a day where we're loading a truck and going on a delivery. It's pretty active, and every hour is a little different.
So talk about some of the media that you work in.
What we're known for is concrete. We use it as a furniture material for furniture parts, but also for countertops and vanity sinks and fireplaces too.
What's the difference between a concrete that you would put on a countertop and the concrete that we'd walk on a sidewalk?
Technically, the concrete that we're casting in our shop is a highly refined mix. So we're starting with a more expensive and a white cement, where sidewalk concrete is made with Portland gray cement. So we're starting a little different from the very beginning.
Tell me the difference just in terms of the vocabulary between cement and concrete.
That's an important point. Cement is a refined powder. It's essentially mined and cooked limestone that is heated up and crushed and then turned into a fine powder. So there's other things in there, but that's the basics of it. It's not concrete until you add aggregates to it. So the mix is cement, sand, stone, and water, and the water's necessary to hydrate the cement.
Where did this interest come, and where did you study concrete? Did you study woodworking?
Mm-hmm.
What did you go to school for?
When I was younger, I played a lot of music, but not a lot of art, and it kind of switched when I went into college at University of Maryland. I went over to the visual arts department because it was the closest thing to architecture. So with my interest in architecture and industrial design and things that were modern and beautiful, I kind of took that with me over to visual arts, studied sculpture, drawing. So I went to the University of Massachusetts, New Bedford campus, which is part of the UMass Dartmouth, has a New Bedford campus where they have the program in artisanry. And I had metalsmiths and woodworkers and ceramicists and fiber artists all as friends in that building, and I was in the woodworking program. I had an acquaintance that asked me to make a sink, and so, okay, yeah, I can make a sink. So we did, or I did. I poured a concrete sink on the floor of my Bolton Hill walk-up apartment probably in 2000. Carried the cement and sand up and mixed and cast it on the floor of the apartment. My wife was wondering what was going on, and I hand polished it there and then carried out this beautiful little corner sink for a Canton row house down here, and I was hooked as using it as part of the material that I work with.
How many people do you need to move a concrete countertop?
So in the old days, this is maybe 5 to 15 years ago, everything was poured full thickness. So if we had a 2-inch thick countertop and it was 10 feet long, that was several hundred pounds. Now we're able to do stuff where we're using fiber reinforcement technology that we can have a thick edge without it being solid cast all the way through. And technically the mixes are stronger because of the fiber reinforcement. So that's really a great change, allows us to do a lot more.
Well, Mark Melonas, thanks so much for joining us today. You can find out more about LukeWorks at their website, lukeworks.com. They're on social media as well. Until next time, keep it between the white line and the ditches.